It's Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160. She's all by herself today.
I am.
How'd you manage to get away?
Well, you know what? Even though the weather outside does not indicate it,
Mm-hmm.
the days on the calendar indicate that the school year is flying by faster than we think. And we are already diving into those year-end activities for our students. And this happens to be testing week.
Oh, there you go.
So there's a lot of things going on at the school, and some people just needed to stay home today to take care of those things. Plus, we have a group of students today leaving for the State Skills USA competition in Hershey.
Well, let me introduce Kelly Fox from the Indiana County Technology Center. ICTC joins us once a month with all kinds of interesting news, and well, those are certainly a couple of items right there.
They are. Our NOCTI testing is definitely something noteworthy because we have a very high percentage of our senior class that actually earns the Pennsylvania Skills Certificate as a result of their performance on both the performance exam as well as the written exam. And in just a few weeks, we will know how many of this year's seniors are going to walk away with that Pennsylvania Skills Certificate signed by the governor.
How about that? That would be wonderful. And every year, I don't know what the percentage is, but every year it's pretty high.
It is really high. We're up to close to 90% of our students.
Wow.
That actually take that test, earn that certificate. And that's a good sign to business and industry that our students are leaving the ICTC with a level of skill in their technical area that business and industry would appreciate and that they need in order to keep their jobs moving along and moving forward.
They are prepared.
Yes.
All right. Speaking of preparation, you're getting ready for a big silent auction coming up.
We are. One of the year-end events that is always very fun. This is our third annual event with the ICTC silent auction. This year, it will be held on Wednesday, May the 9th from 5:30 to 7:30 to the public. Anyone and everyone is welcome to attend this event at the ICTC. And the fun thing about this event is not only can you walk away with some really unique items, but these are items that you will not find anywhere else. What we do with this silent auction is that we kind of clean off the shelves.
Oh, yeah.
And so we charge our teachers and our students with the task of being really creative and being very low budget.
Mm-hmm.
And so they look around and they see what kind of scrap might be laying around or materials that weren't used throughout the school year. And they say, what can we do with this?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to have, I believe, I can't remember the brand, either a Chevy or a Ford bench. And so if you've seen the benches with the tailgate, I believe we have one of those. And then carpentry, of course, has added some wood around that tailgate. Mm-hmm. And so that'll be a nice bench to walk away with. I know we have a very nice outdoor table that will also be put on auction. For some reason, Todd, I'm blocked from that item. I'm not sure. There's some emphasis here, from The Voice. There's some blocking, and so there's some people inside, I think, that want to bid on that table, and they're blocking Mrs. Fox.
That Mrs. Fox can't get in on this, huh?
No, Mrs. Fox walked away with the table a couple years ago. So
maybe she needs to appoint a ghost bidder.
I think we might have to come up with some strategies. Mm-hmm. And so that's what people do. They come in, they come up with their own strategy once they get their number, and they have some fun walking around and bidding on the items.
Sure. In past years, I believe we were able to actually get a look at some of the items online.
I bet we will be able to do that as well.
Okay.
We're in the process now of DMT going around and taking the photographs of the items, and we're going to be sharing those with the Chamber of Commerce, as well as, if the radio would like them, would be sure to share those with you and put them up on your Facebook page. We'd love to have that extra advertising.
Yeah, we'd love to do that because they're really unique.
They are. They are.
It's
It's not
amazing.
just the benches. We have cornhole boards that the graphics were created by our graphics and electronic media students.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really nice combined project because carpentry gets involved with the actual construction, of course, of those cornhole boards. And then graphics does the look of the board. And I believe Collision even gets involved because they put the final touch on that so that it's nice and smooth for those bags to slide across.
That's neat. That's neat. So, and those are just a few of the items.
Yeah, two-tiered cake and culinary arts. I believe we have 2 of those that will be given away. And not given, but, part of the auction. We also have some salon products, I believe, through cosmetology. And there'll be a myriad of items, and we will share those with you so that you can advertise in advance.
So those will be on May 9th. That's when the silent auction
Wednesday,
takes
May
place.
9th. That is correct. Yeah.
All right. Now, you also had a visit from a state dignitary.
We did. That was kind of fun last week. We had State Treasurer Joe Tercella choose the ICTC as the host site in Indiana County. He has selected 6 counties throughout the state of Pennsylvania that he is launching as pilot counties for a program he believes will boost post-secondary enrollment. Mm-hmm. And so as a baby, we're starting that young and creating savings accounts. And the statistic is that for parents who truly want the most for their children and believe in post-secondary education as a pathway to success, if they continue to contribute to this savings account over the life of the child, when they turn 18 or 19, there's a higher likelihood that the child will actually go on to post-secondary school. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so the state is saying, we will start that savings account for each baby born in 2018 and 2019 in these 6 counties, and with a $100 deposit.
Yeah.
And that gets it started. Parents can add to it, and then that money is available to the child when they turn 18, 19, post-secondary school age.
A little bit of seed money.
Yeah.
And if you start paying for your child's education, then the way that the 529 is set up, it's at that year's level. And so you're paying for credits. You're not just getting a savings account. You're paying for the actual credits then. And then when the child gets there.
That's right. That's right.
Doesn't matter what the tuition is.
Exactly.
You've paid for the credit already.
That's exactly right. And these 2 programs are meshed together. They're both out of the Treasury, of course, and being managed by the state treasurer himself. And he was very excited. His team was very excited. They liked us here in Indiana County. The chamber was involved. IUP was involved. So we had the commissioners were involved. So we had a lot of community support at that event. And the treasurer actually took a tour then throughout the ICTC, mm-hmm. Did some hands-on activities in our machining program, in our digital communications program, and then he also toured through culinary, and of course he had to sample a few things along the way in culinary arts as well.
Got him a haircut while I was here too. A little mani-pedi. You could have fixed him right up.
I could have fixed him right up. Yes, that's right.
Got him ready for his next campaign.
I'm sure his whole team would have been up for that because he had quite the entourage coming with him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, terrific that he was here and that Indiana County is a part of that program. 6 counties chosen and Indiana County one of them.
That's right. Yeah, Westmoreland being another, so a neighboring county, Indiana County being another, and he made both of those stops last Thursday.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
It's nice to meet him.
You are getting set as well for another event. You've got the Chamber of Commerce After Hours event coming up.
We do. So it's nice to get involved in these community events. It brings new faces to the ICTC, and it brings new connections to us. So we're already working with the folks at the Chamber about the upcoming event. It will be in combination with the silent auction. So also the Chamber After Hours event at the ICTC will be Wednesday, May 9th. And when we met with the folks from the Chamber earlier this week, we started talking about how our senior students might benefit from meeting with those business representatives when they come to ICTC. So our seniors are encouraged to participate, demonstrate, and perhaps bring resumes to this event. And
that's a good idea.
If manufacturers, construction tradesmen, our public service people, if they're looking to hire, they might want to take a look at our seniors that will be at that event on May 9th.
That's a good plan.
It is.
I like that.
The more we talked with the details to make this event possible, and we're still working on some of those, the more I like it because it's really doing the collaboration that we want to do more of.
So that's May 9th, and so is the silent auction.
It is.
Pretty slick there, Mrs. Fox.
Yeah. We're going to try to slide 2 things together with one event, and hopefully it goes off well.
Yeah. So this event is at 5 o'clock, right? The Chamber After Hours?
Yes, we're actually going to start it at 5, and we have a little separate space just for those chamber members because we have some special treats for them as well, as a typical Chamber After Hours event would dictate. And so they will have that opportunity, and then they too can have a tour and participate in the silent auction because all of our items will be on display during their tour.
And the silent auction begins at what time?
5:30 for the public, 5:30 to 7:30. And
okay.
I brought a flyer, so I'm going to leave these out on your counter.
Okay, very good.
And if anybody is in the area and wants to just pick one up here at the radio station, they'd be welcome to do that.
They can put them in their business windows?
Absolutely, yes. And these will be going to the chamber, and they'll be putting them out as advertisement as well.
Well, tremendous. You've got the kids moving about, taking their testing and getting their certifications. You've got people coming in. Just another busy time of the year.
It is. And I hope that the next time we get together, which will be in one more month, we'll be able to report to you how our competitors did at the Skills USA state competition.
Very good. Thank you, Mrs. Fox.
Thank you, Todd Marino.
She's Kelly Fox from ICTC, joins us once a month, and we're appreciative of that. It is Indiana in the Morning, presented, as always, by First Commonwealth Bank here on WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.